I thought the second half was seamless for us. Really controlled and great. The first half of 40 minutes was frustrating at times, but I think we're learning how to play ugly and win as well. So, I thought the first half was probably too many errors, but you get that when you have that week off, a little bit rusty. But I was pleased the way that we responded in that second half.
You didn't use your substitutes for the second week until about the 50th minute. Is that what we can expect every week from now? Why was that?
Just tactical, I guess. It changes every week for me, and they sort of determine that at times. So, they've been going really good for us, our middles and front rows, and the only way to get them fitter is to play them longer. So I've been doing a fair bit of that, and they've been getting some benefits out of it. So see how it goes. It changes every week, so there's no plan to it.
What about the individual performances out there then?
I thought, with neither winger scoring, it wasn't the conditions for that. So I just needed to get in at half time and tell them about that, and I thought we adjusted really well. So what was it? 5 tries in the second half. Was 4 or 5 tries in the second half. Was absolutely perfect. I think Castleford only played the ball in our half 7 times overall in 40 minutes, which is incredible. So just shows the dominance, I guess, from that second half.
Tom O'Morney, though, got the man of the match. A few other candidates could have pushed him close.
Yeah. Again, I think no one really stood out for me, to be honest with you. Probably everyone was on par, and that's what we want to be as a team. It's better when you don't know who's doing what or who's doing their individual bits. But I thought it was an overall round team performance tonight.
6 wins then so far. When do you stop looking over your shoulder about avoiding relegation and start focusing on a playoff place?
Is that R word again? We set a goal at the start of the year not to talk about it, not to look back. And I think we've handled that really well so far. We're trying to keep our feet grounded and enjoying the wins as we go along. I think someone mentioned about in Leigh's time in Super League, I think the record is 6 wins. I'm not sure on that exactly, but there's some feedback on that tonight. But it's more about we're just working hard as a group, and they're pretty close-knit men, and we're learning as we go along on this journey and enjoying the ride so far.
You've ended a bit of a drought, 87 when you last beat Castleford. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, we addressed that during the week, and there's little milestones along the way this year so far, and it's been really enjoyable. Just the little challenges that we've had, and one of them was that tonight. So we can move on forward from that now.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Robbie Mulhern, obviously you just spoke about Tom and Moore, but Robbie Mulhern is another fantastic performance from him. I think 50th minute, he didn't stop until that 50th minute mark.
Yeah, I thought both him and Tom O'Mahon were outstanding, absolutely brilliant, and two of the best front rowers in the competition are up there with him at the moment. So I've always liked Robbie, and that's why we tried to get him here as soon as we could. He's playing a lot more minutes, and because of that, he's getting to that level of rugby that we need him to be.
A few players, not least Ricky Latelli, who scored the first tries, I think, for the club tonight as well. So
yeah,
must be pleased for Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky's been carrying a knee injury for the first 9 games of the season. So once he's got through that, he's been mentally tough and played in every game. So we've appreciated that. But he got his first try tonight. Sam Manafano got his first try tonight, and Matty Davis got their first try tonight. So all very deserved, and just singing for him in the dressing room then. So it was some good vibes.
Sorry, go on.
Ben will come alive back next week then, Adrian. You said he was 50-50.
Yeah, he was 50-50, and he probably could have played at a chance tonight, but I thought at home, giving more time to the players that have been on the bench there, probably didn't want to rush him back in because we've got a really tough period coming up. Every week's tough, but there's no point in rushing him back if he's only going to miss 2 or 3 weeks, especially with the Challenge Cup coming up as well. We're focusing on it.
I just want to ask you about Nathan Wild as well. He made his debut a couple of weeks ago, and he came off the bench again tonight. It's kind of good to give those young lads an opportunity. Yeah,
I've always been big with that wherever I've been as a coach, and I'm a big believer in giving the young ones an opportunity. And we have got a few still there that haven't played this year. Yamila Hanley, who's out on loan at Rochdale this weekend, and he's biting at the bit to go, and he's been training well too. And I'm waiting for an opportunity for him. So players like that and Nathan Wild, and 18th man tonight was Jacob Gannon. So all of those players haven't made their debut for this club, and we're looking forward to giving them an opportunity as we go.
Will anybody else go out on loan at all?
I think Jacob Jones is out at Widnes this weekend as well, and always looking to try and get the players that aren't playing some game time. It's not a negative thing in my eyes, and the communication with those players are, I want them to get out there and play because they're at their best when they're playing somewhere and then they're coming in to play for us. So we've got to try and manage that process. Though it's a difficult time through the Challenge Cup period.
Into 6th place in the Super League table now, Adrian. Echoing Trevor's question, not mentioning the R word, but looking ahead to the top end of the table, is that the aim now to stay in that playoff mix?
I think, it's taken us 11 weeks to get in there, so it's been a real tough grind, but we're in there outright, I think, I believe. So, and that's just down to hard work, we're not getting ahead of ourselves, and we understand that, we've got to go to Huddersfield next week now, who doesn't look like they played well tonight, so that's going to be a massive challenge for us, and they'll want to respond to that. But it's just week by week for us here at the moment. We've got a really small squad. We've tried to manage that best we can. I think I got the bench on tonight to play some big minutes in that second half once the game was done, and we've just got to pat yourself on the back while it's there, embrace it, and then head down, arse up, and keep going.